Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for tonight's Friday night boxing. We have a championship bout tonight, Leonard versus Whitaker. That is Benny Leonard, the number 2 rated lightweight of all time, against Pernell Whitaker, the number 3 lightweight champion of all time. This is the championship round of my 8-fighter tournament that we started on May 16th. Before we go over the comparison of these two boxes, let's see how we started this, as I will put this on the screen. We started and announced our lightweight tournament. It began on Saturday, May 16th, 2026, at 11 o'clock in the morning. We moved it after the first bout to Friday evening at 11 p.m. to match what they used to do in the old days, Friday night fights that were on TV. The lightweight tournament started with the top 8 champions of all time as determined by ChatGPT. Number 1 was Roberto Duran, 2 Benny Leonard, 3 Pernell Whitaker. Joe Gans, number 4. Number 5 was Carlos Ortiz. Ike Williams, 6. Julio Cesar Chavez was 7, and Edward Valero was number 8. And we pitted 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, and so on and so forth until we got to the championship fight where we are today. Let's boxing results. Before we start that, let me do this. Duran fought Valero. Valero upset Duran in the late rounds. Benny Leonard fought Chavez, and Leonard won that fight. Whitaker beat Ike Williams, and Carlos Ortiz beat Joe Gans. That reduced us to 4 fighters. And let me go and show you the results of those 4 fighters. Leonard beat Valero in a TKO. In the 12th round, Valero was leading Benny Leonard on all 3 judges' scorecards when the fight was stopped because of bleeding. These fights are all available on my YouTube channel, and they shouldn't be too hard to find. Pernell Whitaker, 2 weeks ago, fought Carlos Ortiz, and it took a unanimous decision by outboxing him pretty easily, by the way, in the fight. And we're going to go over something here which I find interesting when we do the comparison of these 2 fighters. Let's go back to where we were here. Well, for some reason, that's not going on, so let me hit that. Okay, there, no, because it's already on. Time to get rid of that one. We'll put this one back here and put the right one back on. Sorry about that. Here we go. We then asked ChatGPT, as this fight came about, to compare the styles of the 2 fighters tonight. Benny Leonard had a record of 90 wins, 6 losses, 1 defeat, 70 KOs. He held the World Lightweight Championship. There was only one in those days. His nickname was the Gentleman Champion. Pernell Whitaker, more of a boxer. He's only got 17 knockouts in his 40 victories. He had a 44-1 record. He held 4 division titles, however, as more divisions in his day, of course, than in Benny Leonard's day. And he was also the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Sweet Pea Whitaker. Their styles are totally different. One is a classic boxer and puncher. The other's a southpaw, and he is a defensive fighter. It's very hard to hit Pernell Whitaker. You're going to see Leonard miss a lot of punches today. Power-wise, Leonard, much more power than Whitaker. But Whitaker, when Leonard misses, will be scoring with counter punches. Like I said, it's hard to hit Pernell Whitaker. Elite defense, Benny Leonard is also a good defensive fighter, but not quite the fighter Whitaker is. Ring IQ, something I really didn't know much about, but I guess ChatGPT did. Benny Leonard controls the ring, and Pernell Whitaker likes to make adjustments as the fight goes on. And if either one has an edge, Leonard's going to put pressure on Whitaker, and he's going to hit him. And Whitaker is going to use his speed and slickness to avoid Leonard's punches. We use Legends of Boxing 2, and let's go right there and find out who the greatest lightweight champion of all time is. If you're curious, after this tournament is over, we are going to go to the middleweights. We're going to do the same thing with the middleweights. We'll start that in a couple of weeks on Friday night here at the same time. Boxing, Legends of Boxing. I've already set this up in the tournament. We're going to make one slight change. We are having this fight go 15 rounds. Benny Leonard, Pernell Whitaker. Leonard is shown as elusive. Whitaker's going to be inside with his strategy here in the opening rounds. We are going 15 rounds. The previous bouts went 12. This is the championship. If you haven't used or played Legends of Boxing, it's broken up into 9 segments of a round. They each represent 20 seconds of the fight. It isn't a punch-by-punch boxing game. It is more of a sectional boxing game. And each section is a 20-minute segment of the fight. Okay, we're ready. Corners are giving them their final instructions. And there's the bell for round number 1. In control is going to be Benny Leonard to start the fight. He's looking to land his first punch, and he hits a long, straight punch that hits him solidly. Second section of this round is going to be Whitaker in control. He hooks, but Leonard ducks and misses. He's going to counterpunch and hits him with a jab. Possible cut. There is no cut, no marks. Here we go. Third section of the round. Leonard now the aggressor. Like most boxing programs, there's a dice roll, and they're in control as Leonard scores with a couple of jabs. The fighter in control gets to throw the punches. Looks like Whitaker now this is switching off and on. Leonard, however, is doing all the scoring tonight. There's a hook that is missed as Leonard ducks under it. 1:39 to go in the round. Leonard now, they're alternating control left and right here. Scores with a jab. Another possible cut. And they do not get him, but he scored a point. Leonard looks like he's ahead in round 1. Whitaker is yet to do any scoring. Leonard in control. Long punch that Whitaker avoids. In the center of the ring for the first time tonight. And there's an even exchange as both fighters punch out of it. Those are the first points scored by Whitaker. Whitaker in control again, I think. Yes. 30 seconds to go in the round. Whitaker looking to score. And there's a head-body combination. Scores well. And the 9th and final section of round 1 is in control of Whitaker after that scoring in the last round. And he gets another body head combination. There you go. There's the end of round 1. If you have followed along in our previous Friday night fights, you will know that we have a ringside unofficial scorecard that we check at the end of every round. I'm going to give that round to Benny Leonard. Let's see who the ringside scorekeeper, which is unofficial. Let's see who he sees. He gives that to Benny Leonard, 10-9. There it is. I'm going to take a sip of water along with both Whitaker and Leonard Both of them are going to come out fighting elusive here in round number 2. And there's the bell. Whitaker going to be in control. He's going to get to throw the first punch of the round. And he scores with a hook. Leonard now in control. They seem to be passing it off and on. Dice rolls pretty fair. He throws a looping hook, but Whitaker, with his elusive style, ducks underneath it. Whitaker now coming after Leonard. He scores with a long straight punch. Getting to the halfway point in the round number 2. Leonard in control. That jab is blocked by Whitaker. Whitaker is a good defensive fighter. He's now in control. Looking to score again. Leonard hasn't scored yet. And that jab is dodged by Benny Leonard, who's also a good defensive fighter. Leonard in control. The dice rolls continue to be even here. Scores with a jab. Just under a minute to go in round number 2 in this 15-round championship fight. Whitaker in control. His cross is slipped out of the way by Benny Leonard. Both fighters elusive in this round as they're fighting that way. Leonard in control, and he misses a jab. 6 seconds to go in the round. Leonard's going to get one more chance to score. He's going to need it or he's going to lose the round. And the hook is missed. There is the bell for round number 2. We have a good fight here from Las Vegas, Nevada. The unofficial scorekeeper, 10-9 Whitaker. Hope everyone's enjoying their July 4th weekend. A lot of people had the day off today. Thank you for anyone who's stopping by to watch the fight. And there's the bell for round number 3. They're going to go to the center of the ring. Let's see what happens. Both fighters throw punches, but they're blocked. Leonard in control now. Lands across, scores a couple of points. This is for the title of the world's greatest lightweight champion of all time. Whitaker in control. He scores with an uppercut. Whitaker back in control. Gets to double up here. Cross connects. Whitaker still in control. This is a good round for Whitaker. That cross is missed as Benny Leonard gets out of the way. He dodged that punch. Whitaker's still in control. Whitaker's the aggressor in this fight. Scores with a 2-point uppercut in this round, not the fight. Whitaker leading this round from what I could tell from the scoring punches as both fighters missed in the center of the ring. 30 seconds to go in the round. They're back to the center of the ring, and there's an even exchange. Each fighter scores. Back to the center of the ring they go. 20 seconds to go, and it's a Leonard 2-1 advantage in the center ring, and the bell sounds. That is the end of round 3 as the fighters go back to their corners. Ringside unofficial score gives that round to Benny Leonard. Good fight so far. No one has any damage. Everybody looks fresh and relaxed as they come out. The bell for round number 4. Whitaker in control of the opening segment of this round. He scores with a straight 2-point punch. Whitaker still in control. Whitaker is the aggressor, I think. Actually, they're both in the center of the ring. They're jockeying for position. They're going back to the center of the ring. And we have our first possible foul check of the evening. A flagrant foul, but I don't think there's going to be any points deducted. One more flagrant foul there will be. Leonard now in control here, 1:41 to go in the round. Scores with a jab, possible cut on Whitaker. And he survives, no cut. To the center of the ring. Fairly even round. They're moving around, but not too much punching here in round number 4. Whitaker still in control. Straight punch. Leonard's defense got him out of the way of that one. Whitaker in control one more time. Whitaker's had his chances, but is not quite getting the lead. And there is an uppercut to the chin of Leonard. Leonard is stunned. He's hurt by that one. We're going to have some free punches by Whitaker here. Hook scores. 16 seconds to go in the round. This is going to be Whitaker's round. That punch turned the tide. Both fighters jockeying position as the bell sounds as we finish round 4. That is the best round of the fight so far. Go to ringside. Whitaker, as you can tell, it's now every other round. They are tied on the unofficial scorekeeper's card as the bell sounds for round 5, 1/3 of the way through the fight. Leonard comes out the aggressor. Scores with a jab. Whitaker, another possible cut. And he is cut. How bad is it? Let's see. His nose is bleeding. His blood coming down from his nose. The first damage of the fight inflicted by Benny Leonard on Whitaker. They're both fighting from the outside. Combination scores for Leonard. Leonard, good first minute of the round. Whitaker's coming back, though, looking to score a punch. He misses with the jab. Leonard in control. He throws across, but Whitaker avoids the punch. Back to the center of the ring they go. Both fighters jockeying for position. A minute to go in the round. They're in the center still. They are moving around, not throwing very many punches since the opening salvo by Benny Leonard, but that might be enough to win the round, if in fact he scores again, which he just did the last two segments of the round. Leonard in control one more time. Can he score? This will seal it if he scores. Jab is missed. Here comes the counter. Whitaker doubles up on the jab. Important last 15 seconds. They're in the center of the ring. And there's a foul check on Leonard, the first one tonight for Leonard. No foul, incidental contact as the bell sounds. I'm not sure who won that round. Let's go to ringside, the unofficial scorekeeper, and he says it was Leonard, 10-9. He leads by a point on his scorecard. This is a world title fight, as you see in the top of the screen. This is round 6, and there's the bell. Leonard comes rushing across the ring. He's looking to inflict some early damage on Whitaker. And that hook connects, a 2-point punch. We'll go into the center of the ring. Whitaker takes advantage of that, scores 2-1. Whitaker still in control, looking to land a punch, and he does. It's a 2-point punch. Benny Leonard and Whitaker in the center of the ring. Both fighters throw punches but are blocked. Whitaker still having some blood trickle down from his nose, but it doesn't look like it's bothering his breathing at all. Leonard in control, scores with a cross. Minute 16 to go in the round. In control now is Whitaker, as it's been pretty even back and forth with the dice rolls here. Combination misses as Leonard is being elusive from the outside. Back into the center of the ring. No action there. There's 39 seconds to go. In control will be Whitaker. Well, he's going to need to score a couple of punches here. Uppercut scores 2 points. We're into the ninth and final section of the round. Who's going to win? They're in the center. This may be an even round unless there's some fighting here, and both fighters miss the bell for round 6. Looks like slightly might be in Whitaker's favor. Let's see what the ringside scorekeeper does. Calls it even. First even round of the fight. I'm thinking of using Title Bout 2 for the middleweights, but I do really enjoy Legends of Boxing 2, so most likely going to continue with this. Okay, the fighters get their final instructions. The bell for round 7. Leonard in control. Stick and move combination lands. Back to the center of the ring they go. Moving around, no punches thrown. They're still in the center of the ring. Whitaker gets a 2-1 advantage in that flurry. In the center, both fighters fighting from the outside. Benny Leonard trying to be elusive. That uppercut scores. He wasn't elusive there. Whitaker still in control. Whitaker having a good round halfway through the round. 1:33 to go. Uppercut scores a couple of more points. Benny Leonard had the best punch of the night, which drew blood from Whitaker's nose. Both fighters in the center of the ring. Now Leonard has control. Whitaker slightly ahead in this round, I think. There's a looping punch that's missed by Leonard. Whitaker is elusive. Whitaker has control. Scores with a jab. Final segment of the round, it's going to be Whitaker. Whitaker's going to win this round, even if he misses this punch. And it is blocked by Leonard. The end of round number 7. We are halfway through the fight, and the ringside scorekeeper called that Whitaker 10-9. We have a very even bout here. 2 even fighters. Leonard ranked number 2. Pernell Whitaker ranked number 3. Here's the bell for round 8 as we enter the second half of the fight into the center of the ring. Even exchange. Leonard in control. Back to the center of the ring. Not much action in this round so far. Almost a minute gone. Whitaker will be in control here. 1:49 to go in round number 8. Uppercut scores for Whitaker. Leonard now comes out in control. Scores with a cross. Back to Whitaker. We've had some back and forth dice rolls as that cross is blocked by the defense of Benny Leonard. Leonard now in control after blocking that punch. He scores with a jab, possible cut on Whitaker again, but there is nothing doing as the blood is starting to subside, although trickling lightly from the nose. Leonard still in control, 24 seconds to go in the round. Fairly even round as that punch is ducked under by Whitaker. See if one of these fighters can finish the round. They're in the center of the ring, and there's another foul check on Whitaker. This is his second. Incidental contact, no foul, and there's the bell as we conclude round number 8. Fighters go back to their respective corners. Ringside scorekeeper gives that to Benny Leonard, who now has him slightly ahead as we enter round 9. And here's the bell for round 9. To the center of the ring they go. No action in that segment. Leonard has got control here. Scores with a jab, possible cut. No damage. Which is, it's true the whole fight, these dice rolls going back and forth. Whitaker in control, scores with a cross. These fighters go to the center of the ring, and the referee has to separate them. Whitaker, now the aggressor. 1:33 to go in the round. He scores with a jab. Both fighters back to the center of the ring. Even exchange of punches. Still in the center. Another even exchange. It's a pretty even round here. Both fighters trying to fight from the outside. Leonard in control, 20 seconds to go in the round. Hook misses. Here comes the counter by Whitaker, and it's a doubles up on the jab, scores a couple of points. Whitaker might take this round if he's got control here. If he scores a point, I think he's going to take the round. He may take it anyway. And he scores with a straight punch. There's the bell, ending round number 9. Ringside scorekeeper will be surprised if Whitaker doesn't get it. He does. This fight, in his eyes, is a draw. That speaks to what are we going to do if this fight's a draw? We're going to fight it again next week. We will fight till one of these guys win. Round 10, there's the bell. Whitaker in control. His jab is missed. Separate tactics. Leonard's going to be fighting inside. Whitaker's going to be bouncing around on the outside. Whitaker has control here in the second segment. And he misses a combination. Nobody scored yet. Minute into the round. Whitaker still in control. And that combination's blocked by Leonard. Leonard now, the aggressor, has control. He scores with the first points of the round. A hook to the body. Back to the center of the ring they go. Jab is blocked by Leonard in the middle of the ring. They're just dancing around now. Very little action in this fight. In this round. 45 seconds to go. Whitaker wants to be the aggressor. He scores with a 2-point punch. If whichever one of these fighters takes the end of the round, they're going to win this round. Leonard in control. He misses. Here comes a counterpunch. Will he score? 2-point uppercut. Whitaker can steal this round here in the last segment because he has control. And there's a 2-point combination to the head. That ends round number 10. I believe Whitaker did enough to take that round, and the ringside unofficial scorekeeper agrees with me, gives that round to Whitaker, 10-9. Hope everybody's looking forward to their barbecues tomorrow. I enjoy the 4th of July. I used to go to the fireworks every 4th of July, but walking for me is not as easy as it once was, so we just stay home and watch it on TV. We enter round 11 as the bell sounds. Both fighters go to the center of the ring. Referee has to separate them. But they come right back together here in the center. Both fighters throw punches, but they miss. Leonard now in control, finally 45 seconds into the round. His combination is missed. Here comes a counter, uppercut scored by Whitaker. Whitaker seems to be coming on stronger as the fight gets into the 10th round. Leonard now looking to score. Scores with a short hook. He's going to have control once again, Leonard. 2-point cross. Whitaker now in control as once again the dice is fairly even between the two fighters. 2-point uppercut. 52 seconds to go in the round. Whitaker in control again. Misses with a jab. 34 seconds to go in the round. Leonard looking to take the round. Whoever takes these last two segments going to win the round. There's a missed punch. Someone must want this round. In control is Whitaker. If he scores, I think he wins the round. He scores with a combination. Possible cut to Leonard. No damage. And there's the bell ending round 11. I think Whitaker did enough. What did the scorekeeper say? Whitaker did enough. That's 3 rounds in a row. 4 of the last 5 rounds have gone to Whitaker. Therefore, on this unofficial scorecard, he has taken a 2-point lead. We're about to start round 12 in a moment. This is normally when we end the fights, but we're going to 15 rounds for the championship. Whitaker from Norfolk, Virginia. Benny Leonard from New York City. The bell for round 12. In the center of the ring they go. Neither fighter throws any punches. Whitaker's going to have control right now. He misses with a combination. Whitaker fighting from the outside. Benny Leonard bouncing around, trying to be elusive. He hits with a jab. Will there be damage? No damage. Still just a trickle of blood coming out of the nose of Pernell Whitaker. Whitaker in control. Scores a 1-point jab. Minute 21 to go in round number 12. To the center of the ring, the fighters go. Foul check for Leonard. It's a marginal foul. 2 fouls for Whitaker. 1 for Leonard. No points deducted yet. Leonard should have control. He does. Misses. He's been missing with that looping hook all evening. Whitaker back in control as the dice continues to bounce between the two of them. Uppercut scores 2 points. 2 segments to go. The guy that wins these 2 segments going to win the round. Another foul check. Their foul checks are piling up. Marginal foul. And in the final segment, Whitaker's going to get a chance to take the round if he can score here. And it is missed as Leonard is elusive, and the round is over. The end of round 12. Whitaker, although has a little blood trickling down his face from his nostril, looks to me like he may be in a little bit of shape at this point than Benny Leonard. But Leonard took that round on the unofficial card, of course. 3 rounds to go, 1 point separate the two. Here's the bell for round 13. Whitaker comes out looking to be in control. Scores with an uppercut. Those dice that have been fair all night go switch back to Leonard. Leonard's hook is blocked, and here comes a counter double hook by Whitaker. Whitaker's counter punching has been superior to Leonard's today. If he wins tonight, that's going to be one of the reasons is Benny Leonard looking to score some points here in the round. He scores with an uppercut, and it's to the chin. What will happen to Whitaker? Let's see. He's stunned. He was hurt, but he stays on his feet. And we're going to have Benny Leonard throwing a few punches here. 1:47 to go in the round. There's a 1-2 combination. As Benny Leonard takes control of this round by hitting Whitaker with a punch that stunned him. The referees have to separate the fighters in the center of the ring. A minute to go in the round. Leonard in control. Scores with a jab, possible cut. No cut. They're in the center of the ring. Leonard gets a 2-1 advantage in the center of that ring. Sorry for messing up there. I saw the letters DUR and I said Duran all of a sudden. Whitaker wins that exchange 2-1 as we head to the final segment. Whitaker's in control. Whitaker needs to score some points here. It may not be enough. The uppercut scores a couple of points. This could be an even round. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Let's find out here as these points keep getting deducted. As we're going to head to round 14 in a moment. Both these fighters now tired. That round went to Whitaker, even though he was stunned by a Leonard punch early, but Whitaker scored big. The unofficial scorecard there shows Whitaker leading by 2, but we have no idea what the judges are going to say as the bell sounds for round 14. To the center of the ring, and there's a Whitaker combination. They're still in the center of the ring. They exchange punches. In the center of the ring, both of them throw punches that are blocked by the other. Whitaker now in control, looking to score. Combinations blocked by Benny Leonard. Benny Leonard, a great defensive fighter. Whitaker still looking to be the aggressor. That jab is missed. Leonard is hard to hit this round. Whitaker still in control. He's getting the dice rolls here with 1:13 to go. He scores with a cross. The dice even it up. Go to Leonard. Leonard, who stunned Whitaker twice today, misses with the combination. Here comes that Whitaker counter. The uppercut scores a couple of points. He's been doing that all night. The last two segments of the round, 22 seconds to go in the center of the ring. And we have another foul check. Lots of foul checks tonight. Incidental, no foul. And the final segment is Whitaker's. Whitaker in control. He's going to win this round anyway. Let's see what he can do. He scores with a 2-point jab. And from my viewpoint, this looks like a Whitaker decision. He will become the all-time lightweight champion of the world. However, I'm not an official scorekeeper. The guy I'm about to show you is not an official scorekeeper, but he's got him up by 3, which means Leonard's got to knock him out. The bell for round 15. The fighters touch gloves in the center of the ring. Here we go. The championship round. Leonard in control. Scores with a cross. Whitaker staying outside, staying away from damage, and Leonard knows he's behind. He's going to put pressure on him. Combination missed. Here comes another Whitaker counter, and he's been killing Leonard with that counter all night. Leonard in control, once again putting pressure on Whitaker, who's staying on the outside. Scores a 2-point cross. He's going to need to score more than points. Whitaker now in control. A minute gone in the round. Scores easily. Whitaker's been hitting Leonard as the fight goes on. Leonard now in control, looking to knock him out, quite frankly. The hook is blocked. Here comes another counter, and he doubles up on the hook. Whitaker is killing him with these counter punches. In the center of the ring, 1 minute to go in this fight. Both fighters have their punches blocked. This is a control segment for Whitaker. Scores with an uppercut. Only 2 segments to go. Leonard, if he doesn't knock him out, I'm afraid is going to lose this fight because he's going to lose this round. Cross scores. And the last segment before the bell, that one goes to Whitaker. Leonard won't knock him out tonight. And the uppercut scores. This one's going to the judges. Unbelievable. Here's the official results. It's a unanimous decision. 146, 140, 144, 142, 149, 137. Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker wins the world title. He is the all-time greatest lightweight champion. He is number 1. He is the GOAT. Congratulations to Whitaker. Let's look at the fight report. Those are the official scorekeepers down on the bottom right. Anyway, that's the end of the fight here from Las Vegas, Nevada, as Pernell Whitaker wins. I will write this up in my newspaper. It will be on my Facebook page either later tonight or most likely tomorrow morning. It's late tonight. You can read about it then, and you can look forward to it. We're going to the middleweights. I don't know which 8 fighters will be in that tournament, but we are going to the middleweights, and we're going to be doing that a week from Friday, 2 weeks from tonight. From Las Vegas, Pernell Whitaker beats Benny Leonard by unanimous decision, 146, 140, 144, 142, 149, 137. I want to thank everybody who stopped by to watch this fight. Looking forward to, I have a broadcast sometime tomorrow. I believe we're going to do the Red Sox historical tournament not 100% sure. It's the 4th of July. Going to see how much time I have. And then, of course, Sunday morning, You Think You Know the Boston Red Sox, my short podcast about my experience 67 years as a Red Sox fan. We're going to talk about 1975. Anyway, thank you all for coming by. We will catch you all tomorrow or the next day. Have a nice holiday weekend.